It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Once again, skating at full strength. Josh Arnold has returned from his adventures in the forest. We're going to find out about those momentarily.
You didn't shave while you were gone.
No, sure didn't.
No.
Mountain, baby.
He had a beard,
like
he had a beard when he left.
Virtually no different.
Christy hasn't sat this close to me.
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
Okay, sorry.
It's in the back of his head
There's
for
Christy.
6 months.
There's Chick, Ace. Testing. Willie G's right next to me. This is Tom speaking. And in the ancillary suite, we have Mr. Pat Godwin. Pat,
Hey,
you get your guitar going.
I think we solved it. Yeah.
Okay, give me a strum on that.
All righty.
Oh, that is very
my
nice.
goodness.
There we go.
Okay,
That's
now with Josh back from his trip to the woods, in the woods full of tigers. Or wait a minute.
Yeah, tigers.
Oh, they did say to be on the lookout for bobcats.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there were the bears and flying squirrels. And,
Yeah, bobcats.
are you ready with your song?
Yeah.
Pat?
Welcome back. You were camping in the woods all alone. Welcome back to your seat on the Bob and Tom Show. Did you leave your cabin all nice and clean? Or does the ceiling now have a gooey sheen? You saw bears and foxes. And left behind pizza boxes. Yeah, we're all getting fat. Won't you please do a scat? Welcome back. Come on. Come on, Josh. One more time. Oh, we missed you.
Very good. Thank you, Pat.
We did miss
I'd
you.
rather be here with you folks than with the finest people in the world.
Ah, okay.
Well, what?
Thank you.
And you've had great mornings. This isn't one.
Okay, so I can't stand it any longer. Before we get to the sports here, so you had a cabin in the woods in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Now, how far off the beaten path are we now?
I mean, I was 4,000 feet up, and it was a long, windy gravel road to the top. A lot of switchbacks. It was
And
quite
the place had electricity and
It
water.
did, yeah.
Internet?
It was all, the electricity, gas heat, which made me nervous.
Propane or
Yeah.
Wow.
Where I had to light pilot lights and then
Oh, good Lord.
turn things on and just cross my fingers.
Oh, but didn't blow up?
yeah.
So what happened?
Yeah.
You didn't blow up, did you?
No.
Okay,
I spent
that's
most of my time on the deck there.
How was that hot
overlooking the
tub?
mountains. Hot tub overlook was incredible. I got in that every day.
Did you have a neighbor?
No, I mean the nearest neighbor was a decent walk, so I didn't see that.
So I'm assuming that you didn't do that. I mean,
I did a lot of walking.
oh, you did. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I guess.
And I learned a lot about hiking. Actually.
Guess what he managed to. Guess what he managed to fit in last week, even though you weren't here. That's so fast. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, you weren't even here, and he played it.
Yeah, he was pretty loose.
One of the fattest things.
Just once, it was
Just
a
amazing.
request.
Okay. Well, if a fat thing did occur,
A fat thing
What happened?
occurred.
What happened?
I was reading quietly on the deck. It was you could hear everything for miles.
Lady Chatterley's lover.
No, actually, Cold Mountain, the great Charles Frazier Civil War saga. Yeah.
Certainly. Who wins that?
Diary of a Wimp Kid.
Don't spoil it for me.
Spoiler alert.
And I was sitting the rocking chair that I was sitting in.
You were sitting in a rocking chair?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
Oh, no. You're living the dream.
It broke.
Was it a backswing that took it out, or
The sad part was no movement at all. I was not rocking.
it just went?
It went on the third day.
It's like looking at those glaciers, and all of a sudden they just go down.
Yeah, and you could hear everything out there. So I imagined that somewhere 2 miles down the mountain, a man was maybe chopping wood or working on his car, and he just heard snap. Jesus! Because that's what happened.
Well, now obviously that wasn't your rocking chair. Have you made arrangements to pay for it?
Get your deposit back?
No, I
Chopped it up and burned it that night.
for the rest of the week, I had it sitting off to the side, and then the day I left, I sort of put it back together.
There you
so
go.
that it looked as though we're still in
This is
town.
what the previous
Good
guy
call.
did, which is why it almost took you out.
Excellent call.
Perhaps maybe a phone call to the rental agency. But so did you have?
Don't squeal on yourself.
Now, so you've got this deck overlooking the mountains.
Yeah.
And is this where you see the flying squirrels?
Yeah, they come out at night, right at sundown, and they glide down to the bird feeder, and they skitter around, and then they fly off.
Don't they howl at night, keeping you awake?
Oh, they
pretty
chirp.
much?
They chirp.
Yeah, they chirp.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, but they can only go down, right? They can't fly up.
But well, true, but they kind of look like they did, but they were just, they can climb like the Dickens. I mean,
So they climb up and fly down.
yeah.
So it's kind of
Yeah,
like
they
skiing.
don't have any sort of propulsion.
Well, he said they fly up.
Do they have wings?
No, they have just flaps of skin.
Yeah,
to
it's
keep.
real hideous.
It's like a glider thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, like a sugar glider?
Yeah.
It looks like a guy who's lost a lot of weight and hasn't had the skin.
Right, yeah, they can
yeah.
Extra skin, sure.
skydive without a parachute kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now, what about bears? Because I know you said there were disposal of garbage protocols so you don't get attacked.
Yeah,
by
in
a
fact,
bear.
this cabin said, because it was so off the beaten path, they went, don't even put your garbage outside. You have to take it. You have to take a half an hour drive to this garbage disposal place.
Oh, my.
And I really wanted to see bears. I did everything I could. I had steaks laid out on the deck and salmon fillets thrown on them. But nothing ever.
No bears, huh?
No, I was actually pretty
Did
cautious.
DoorDash or Grubhub, did they make it?
I
make it up there?
did see a UPS truck up there when I did have to drive up there at one point. So, yeah.
So
I
did you
couldn't
take
believe it.
supplies when
Did you take food and stuff?
Yeah, I just stocked up before I went up to the top of the mountain.
Oh, so you didn't have to come back
But
down.
I did go back down a couple times to go to some hiking trails and see some waterfalls and
nice.
yeah, good stuff.
Was the toilet facility in the building, or did you have to go
It
out?
was, yeah, it was very nice.
It wasn't an outhouse.
Yeah.
It's perfectly possible. It's
Yeah,
in
it
the
was
middle of nowhere. There's no sewage.
Right. It was they were on a septic, yeah.
Yeah.
Only you would ask, and someone goes on a beautiful mountain vacation, only you, what were the toilet facilities like? Only you would ask that.
Yeah, it's very comfortable. But real old, real rustic and
Now,
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it does,
these
really.
flying squirrels.
yeah.
You're sure they weren't bats?
You're not sure. He's not sure.
Well, I thought they were flying squirrels, and then I was
Because remember, you're the guy that thought those things in your gutter were fish.
well, I didn't
But-
know if they were. They
but think about
sure
it.
look like fish.
Are they going to get visitors saying flying squirrels or bats?
Are they bats?
And bats are essentially flying squirrels, right?
Yeah, I think
Are
so.
they?
There's not much difference between a bat and a flying squirrel.
I only got bit 3 times. It was a no, they were flying squirrels.
You're
I couldn't
Batman.
believe it.
You're Batman.
The first time a flying squirrel flew down and landed on the bird, I lost my mind.
Oh, I bet.
They're weird. They're cool.
Is the bird feeder right there on the deck?
Yeah. Oh, I saw many birds.
Many.
Yeah, oh, so
many
different.
birds.
And it was on the 4th or 5th day when I was talking to them that I went, I probably need to go home.
Did you have cell phone service?
Barely. There was some Wi-Fi, but that was fine. I wanted to be unplugged anyway. I didn't get on Instagram. I didn't get on anything. So they did have a TV. I did watch a Law and Order or 2.
Oh, there you
But
go.
that was while I was cooking.
Well, you can't help but do that.
Yeah,
Law and Order.
what are you going to do?
You got to do that.
What was your best meal of the week? What'd you cook?
Oh, boy. The best was it rained. It was a real rainy, smoky day that Thursday. And I made beef stew and Dinty Moore, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
So by made, you mean you opened it?
I heated.
Opened a
I
can?
warmed beef
Yes.
stew.
The workhorse of the.
But why would you go to all that trouble when Dinty Moore makes a fine
Exactly. I'm
product?
not going to lug all that
Yes.
stuff up to the top of a
I
mountain with
agree.
my crock pot.
So
yeah.
With you on that.
Carrots imported from Peru.
And I made a peanut butter and jelly, and I sat in front of the fire. I made a fire in the fireplace. That was
And
the best meal I had.
You had at yourself. I thought I'd ask before Tom did.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I really
Yeah,
did.
actually, I wrote down some mean things he said about you.
Oh, good.
There was just some sort of, he was kind of setting the stage. Interior, enter cabin, drop bags, and masturbate is what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said. Right, go right at
Just
yourself.
right there, step one, day
He said
one.
that 2 or 3
first thing.
times.
It's been a long drive. You finally get up there. You got to give yourself a little reward.
And then he played.
No, I didn't know. I don't know if these places have cameras and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
do these Airbnbs and VRBOs?
Well, you'd think they would since they don't get to. I mean, at some.
I think there are legal restrictions, but it doesn't
I would
mean
think
they
so
don't have
too. But again, I don't know. So I didn't get naked in the hot tub like I wanted to. I wore swimming
Oh,
trunks.
really?
Really?
Again, just because of the.
I wanted that for you, buddy. I wanted you to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I was really proud of? I didn't pee in the hot tub. because they had this booklet that welcomed
How do you not do that?
And it says, please don't pee in the hot tub. It's
We've had trouble before.
yeah, really, you have to empty the whole thing out and then fill it again and all this stuff. And I went, I didn't realize that.
Does it say pee or fancy language? Urinate?
It says go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom.
They
That's
wanted to
totally different.
Gives you a wide berth.
No deucing in the hot tub. That would be, I could see.
Well, yeah, I could see why you have to empty the whole thing.
Sure.
So I sat in the hot tub until I had to pee, and then.
But you did wear a bathing suit because it would have been really great if you'd been in the hot tub naked and a bear sauntered up and yet. We have recovered
And the bear thought,
the disc jockey who was missing.
bear thought,
he's being handed a blanket.
I don't have to pick those pesky clothes out of my teeth.
Yes, I did learn this about hiking.
What?
When you go down a trail, it's important to remember you have to go back up it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Harder.
Very, very important.
Way harder.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take a canteen with you.
I didn't take anything. I was an
Are
idiot.
you serious?
I
You
was
didn't
just like,
take
I don't
water?
need. I was like, I'm just going to go for a couple miles. It's not going to be a big. I don't need a bottle of water or anything. And half a mile in, I was like, I'm dead. What? I think this was into the wild.
The bears are going to find me.
Yeah.
Find a stream.
Oh, my goodness.
Thankfully, I
Never
found an
heard
old
from
deserted
him
bus,
again.
and I had some mushrooms. And it was
Yeah,
fine.
it's all good.
Once again, Josh Arnold back here in the Bob and Tom program after his trip to North Carolina. And,
Yeah, good times.
well, good.
But I missed you all. I missed you very. I didn't
We
laugh.
missed
you.
I didn't laugh at all. That for like 4 or 5 days.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you take a comic novel or just the series?
I read I read a fair amount of Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Good Lord. Boy, oh boy.
When
That's
in
not a
nature-
vacation.
And yet you didn't
Walden
jump off the
Ponded up,
balcony.
didn't you?
That would be Henry David Thoreau.
Whatever.
Walden, yeah.
You know what I mean.
Civil
I think
disobedience.
you need to write a letter or email to the people that rented you the house and tell them that it was an amazing trip and you saw a bear, and by the way, the bear sat in the rocking chair and broke it.
Yeah. That chair just wasn't right.
Man.
That was not just
And the other rocking chair's not as good. Dang it, it was perfect.
Okay, well, we do need to review last evening's NFL game, Chick McGee.
We'll get to that, but first we have an email for, it's for you. That's for you, buddy. Chippy, it's an email for you. Yep.
Boy, I've never seen a bird wear brass knuckles.
He's beautiful plumage, doesn't he?
That's a tough bird.
My name is Clayton Hickey. I am a father of 3 lovely ladies, and they love Chippy.
Oh.
Ava 7, EVA, she's 7, Abigail is 4, and Elizabeth is 1.
All right.
I'm sure you get asked this a lot, and I'm sure it may be a little annoying, but is there any way Chick and Chippy could casually just drop their names somewhere throughout your show today? No, we can't do that. I'm sorry. We certainly appreciate you writing there, Mr. Hickey.
Now, the shoe-in of the week, you mentioned that
12-7 on the season now, buddy.
of the 4 games you picked and you doubled your bet on 1, you got them all right.
Yep.
Boy.
I'll receive this
5-0.
letter. Dear Mr. McGee, this comes to us from Mr. Finella. He goes, while I'm pleased for your recent success with your football picks, I must ask you to return to your past performance.
Oh.
You see, over the past few years, I've made thousands of dollars betting the opposite of your picks. This new trend is financially devastating to me. Please begin to put the same effort into your picks that you have with your sportscasts.
That's what's so infuriating about me. Every now and then, it sounds like I know what I'm doing.
No.
And then,
What are you on the season now?
12-7.
Oh, Chick.
Yeah, robust, way over 500.
Huge 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks,
Rarefied
undefeated.
air, man.
Unbelievable.
Playoff matchups in Major League Baseball have been set, Tom. The expanded 16-team pandemic field filled out on the final day of the altered season. Brewers got a playoff spot despite a losing record. So did Houston. The St. Louis Cardinals advanced with a win. The best of 3 wild card round begins tomorrow. 4 American League games and a marquee matchup. Shane Bieber of the Indians faces Garrett Cole of the Yankees. National League starts on Wednesday. Good luck if your team's in there. I have no idea.
Love some fall ball. don't you?
Wednesday, NBA Finals starting. The Miami Heat and the Los Angeles Lakers will start playing from the bubble in Orlando. And, of course, Mickey Mouse will be the referee. And Goofy.
Oh, well, this is
Handle the clock.
unorthodox, isn't it?
Yeah, sort of a Space Jam situation they got going
I
on.
didn't mean to hit the clock.
Goof.
I guess it's overtime. NFL action. Let me start with Buffalo beating the Rams 35-32. And the Rams had this game won until one of those ghost pass interference calls. As time ran out of the game, they gave the Bills one more chance, and they score a touchdown. The Rams got so jobbed by the referee. And you know me, I'm not that guy. I don't complain about the refs. Get things done in the normal way. Don't depend on them to let them be able to tell the end of the game by the referee's call. Don't do it. But
well, you know me. There's no such thing as pass interference.
Yeah, that's what Josh says.
What is your official?
They should just be able to knock the guy out.
Yeah.
If I didn't tackle him, he was going to catch the ball.
I see.
You make a good
That
point.
is your job, is it
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
The Cincinnati Bengals and the Eagles did not have a winner. So there you go.
What?
They played to a 23-23 tie. Pittsburgh. And by the way, if you watch the Bengals-Eagles game, just fill out your forms and you're available from FEMA. You get federal funding.
Was this soccer? No winner.
So there's no winner.
I know. I didn't think that was possible.
It's the new overtime rules,
They
right?
play,
How many?
One quarter, and then that's it.
That's it?
That's it. Pittsburgh, Tennessee, Chicago, Cleveland, Browns. Tom, your Brownies beat up on my Redskins, my Washington football team. New England over Vegas, 36-20. And if you recall, some were calling that the preview of the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
New England, 36.
Cross-country flights.
Vegas,
Tired.
20. Once again, pick up that book, Unreasonable Confidence by Ace Cosby. 49ers, Indianapolis, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Seattle, and Green Bay also win. Coming up, we got world record and 911 mix-up concerning the sports world.
No.
Now, are you going to pick tonight's game?
No, I am not, and you're not talking me into it.
Who's playing tonight?
Chiefs and the Ravens is a big game, and it could go either way.
Yeah.
What's the spread?
Chiefs getting 4.
So then it could, if it were
It's
to
in
go
Baltimore.
either way, it'd be a tough call.
Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. Anything else you guys want to know?
Why is your hand shaking a little bit there? We're just talking about the Monday night game.
I'm not. No.
I mean, you're as hot as you are.
Maybe later.
Why are you salivating?
Can I take an hour
Pet chippy.
and
You're screaming.
shut up? And can I wallow in 5-0 for?
Okay.
9-0.
Oh, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that chick. I
I
can
said
tell.
5. You
Yeah, but
sure
you're
are
9-0.
mouthy today.
You are not. I'm being nice. You're 4, 5,
Every
9.
time
we
you're
move
the
on?
Naggy.
What'd you find out about Fred
I
Flintstone?
found out that, the headline of
Yes.
this baby name chart,
Here we go.
headline is
Yes.
Farewell Fred and Florence. The name Fred, since 1907 has declined more than 56%.
You know, I bet Florence comes back with Florence Pugh because women love her.
Florence down almost 80%.
Yeah, I bet that
Not
changes.
just women, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, men and women love that.
The name Norman has declined 99%
Norman.
since
Yeah.
1907.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
That's not
So
coming
Norman
back.
Bates
Norman
did
fell then, huh?
So Norman fell.
That's interesting.
You were.
I think because Pat Godwin is the Norman Fell of our show. I think that's kind of nice that he.
I'm the landlord.
Norman Fell is famous for being on what TV?
Mr. Roper was probably the most
Yeah,
famous.
Three's Company.
And I believe he was on Dan August with Burt Reynolds.
Oh.
One of those shows you are aware of, Tom. Back in the 60s.
Never watched a second of
He's
it.
in the original Ocean's 11 as well.
Okay. Well, so the use of the name Norman Fell
You're right.
is
he
quite
is.
clever, Pat. Thank
One
you
of the
very much.
few. One of the few is a complete sentence.
Right.
Norman fell.
Norman fell.
Yeah.
Or best. Is he all right?
Broke a hip.
John.
So in any event, it's you just don't hear little kids with the name Fred anymore. It's a
Well,
shame.
you need to have another one. Name him Fred.
It's a cute name, isn't it?
Hey,
I bet she doesn't let you.
Archer's,
Bet you're right.
Archer's getting too big to cuddle. Don't
Yeah.
you need
no.
baby?
Don't you need another one?
Oh, it's coming. It's on the way.
be
It's
hearing
down the
about it any
pike.
day.
He's got the fever.
Baby fever.
And these kids, and I've got a 4-year-old now has opinions.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
then you could always go, yes, 8 is enough. There, you can do that.
Oh,
all the
yeah.
time. There you go.
Oh, Josh wasn't here for Tom's nickname.
Oh, yeah.
Nickname for his nickname?
Yeah,
or
three mom Tom.
Three Mom Tom.
Who came up with that?
Some genius.
Tom's friend.
His best friend.
And we decided after a quick
Because
survey
if
that that's not happening.
If that
By the way,
had been one of us, we wouldn't be on the show right now.
I have a survey of one, was it? Yeah.
Christy.
I got the other 2/3, and they love it. The other 2/3 absolutely
There's a little bit of an issue with it at home.
Josh?
Yeah.
Be honest, did you and Sam sit around and laugh at that?
If I
He
talk
can't
to
sit
Sam,
around with
sure.
Sam because Sam won't let Willie be in his presence without a
mask.
without a respirator on.
No, we hang out outside. It's really fun. But no, yeah, Three Mom Tom, I mean, in the group chat without you, we are having a blast with that one.
I bet so.
The amount of Griswold group chats there are, you guys have no idea.
Oh, I can imagine. There's
A lot of exclusion. Arnold, the name Arnold, Josh,
Yeah.
down 94% since 1907.
Oh, yeah. Benedict really.
I don't think it's the last name. You can't, right?
Yeah.
And I would imagine Josh, I'm sure, is way up.
Joshua, yes,
Well,
of
it's,
course.
I mean, listen to
It's a biblical name.
Joshua.
It's good stuff, isn't it?
Joshua Matthew, get in here.
Oh, good Lord. Things just twitched.
Things are moving.
Oh, a sphincter?
Why do you go there?
Well, he knows my
Well, that was the
proclivities.
name of Josh's high school
Just
a
a ball of
cappella
nerves,
band.
right,
Yeah.
Josh?
Sphincter twitch.
The twitching.
They did Christian rock primarily.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.